Hey, it's Dwayne,
And Gerrick.
and this is episode 12 of Trading for Kids, teaching kids about money. And this episode is called Is It Time to Oil the Bear? And you'll find out why this episode is called that here very soon. But first, do you know what a bear means in the market? Do you know what a bear means in the market, Gerrick? A bear means that the market is going down. When the market goes down overall, that's what we call a bear market. When the market goes up overall, that's what we call a bull market. So I think we might be transitioning from a bull market into a bear market again for a little bit.
We're calling it it's time to oil the bear because we're getting a new stock.
We're going to get some new stocks, but what those new stocks are that we're getting is what's key. And we're going to talk about that today. But the first things first, what do we need them to do?
Smash that like button
and subscribe to our channel. All right, guys, what we do for all you parents out there who are watching, we teach kids biblical principles through money, and not just kids. We teach adults. We have several adults that follow us as well. Hey, if it's simple enough a child can understand, it's simple enough that you can understand too. So we teach biblical principles through money. There's a lot of discipline we teach in the market. And what we did with Gerrick is we started him out with $100 in his CashApp account. Yes, believe it or not, you can trade stocks right from CashApp. So we started him out with $100 in CashApp, and then each week he gets $10 added to his account for doing what?
For doing chores.
For doing his chores. So he's learning how to trade his allowance. So this is episode 12, and you've had about $110 added to your account. Plus you have this week's coming on as well. So you have about $120 that will be added to your account here by the end of this week, plus the 100 that you started with, plus all the money that you've made trading as well, right? So we're going to take a look at Gerrick stocks. We're going to take a look at how they're doing. We made some moves this week. We closed 3 trades out for profit just the other day, right? 3 trades. We're going to show you those. And by the way, if you are not following the moves that we make during the week and you want to do so, you need to join our Facebook group. It's called Trading with G. Trading with G. And if you don't have a Facebook account, ask your parents to join it. In the description of this video, there is a link to our group, and every move that we make during the week, every buy, every sell, we post it in our Facebook group. So it's a good thing to be part of if you're following along with us. All right, Gerrick, are you ready to get into it? Are you ready to go trade?
Yeah.
Let's go trade. Let's go oil the bear. How about that? All right, I'm going to let you go ahead and share your screen. So if you're new, the first screen that you're going to see is here on CashApp, okay? And you're going to see this green screen. In the lower left-hand corner, what are you going to see?
You're going to see a dollar amount that you have.
You're going to see a dollar amount that you have. And you're going to see the dollar amount that you have. So, you know, that's the available balance. Gerrick actually has a lot more than that. Why? Because he has buy orders on some trades. He also has money in the market. But right now in his balance that's not tied up in buy orders or that's not in the market, he has how much?
I have $97.
$97. So go ahead and click that dollar amount there. And you're going to come to this screen right here, and you're going to see stocks. Just simply click on stocks.
Then you're going to see you're gonna see like if you haven't been on here, you're gonna see a different screen.
Yeah.
And you can get stocks that you know, and then when you tomorrow, another day, like after the day you already bought them, you're gonna see
show up,
yeah,
right?
you're gonna see this screen, and then you're gonna scroll down, see all your stocks.
Exactly. So if you're new, your screen's going to look a little different. Well, once you buy your first stock, your screen's probably going to look like this. Well, once you buy your first stock, your screen will look much like ours. You'll see a list of your stocks and everything. Let's take a look at the moves we made first. The one thing, Gerrick, that I want to say, we closed some stock this week. Some of it we closed for decent profit. It was really good profit, but it wasn't as much profit as we usually close out our stocks for. But there's a reason we wanted to get some of that money out of the market. Do you know why that is?
Because they were up.
Because we wanted to take risk off the table. All this money that we have tied up in trades is a risk. And we want to have more risk if we have to buy some of our other stocks down further. So not that those stocks didn't look good to go up drastically in the future. In fact, most of them that we were in looked quite good, but we just felt like the market may come down first, and we wanted to take some risk off the table. So let's show those stocks that we closed out. The first one was how much? Was what was called what? Rackspace Technology. And if you look at Rackspace, we actually bought this twice. We bought it twice this week. And then we sold it. We bought it for 12, which was 9% of our available balance at the time. We bought it another $12 worth when it came down, and then we sold it for how much?
For 24.87.
So we had $24 in the trade, and we made 87 cents. We made about 4% on our money. That's pretty good, right? Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. That was Rackspace Technology. Not too shabby for less than a week. We were in that for less than a week and made about 4%.
And then we're gonna look at Peloton.
We gotta look at Mersana first, right?
Okay.
We also sold Mersana. We were in it for how much?
For about $12.13.
Well, this 13 we bought and sold it, right? We were in for 26 and then we sold it. We made money. And then we bought another $12 worth, and we just sold it this week for 13.13, right? $13.13. We made $1.13 on that stock, and we made about 9%, I believe. We made about 9% on the stock. In fact, I posted it in our Facebook group. Let me see what it says we made, so I don't have to figure it up real quick. We made 9.4%, almost 10% on Mersana. That was pretty good, right? Mm-hmm. Not too shabby. We owned that for about a week, a little over a week.
Then the third stock we sold, like this one, Peloton.
It is Peloton, right?
Yep.
And Peloton, we were in for how much?
We were in for $12.
Which was 9% of your available balance at the time, and we sold for how much?
$12.98.
So we made about 98 cents. We made about $1 on that, and we made over 8%, a little bit over 8% on that one trade. And we did that in about 2 weeks? We did pretty good on Peloton, didn't we?
We did it yesterday at 12:40 p.m.
We closed it out on Friday. That's right. We're shooting this episode Saturday, and we actually closed this yesterday. And we made over 8%. Altogether on those trades, those 3 trades, it looks like we made about $3. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
We made about $3. You're getting a $10 allowance a week, and you just made $3 from your trading account plus the 10 that you're also getting, right? Mm-hmm. That's pretty awesome. So we're compounding our money. Now, let's go look at our other trades. I'm going to quickly go through these, and then we're going to talk about oiling the bear. We're going to talk about how to oil the bear. But I just noticed, a lot of stocks I was looking at, they were hitting the resistance point, and it just feels like the market needs to come back down. Okay. And so I didn't want to be in that many stocks right now. I only wanted to be in the stocks where it looked like we could make, a really good return, stocks that look like they could go way up whenever they break out. So let's take a look at what those stocks are. The first one is, what is it called?
270 bio.
270 bio.
And it's up $1.63.
Correct. We have $26 in that trade. We bought it using 9% of his available balance. At the time, that was $13. And then it went down. We bought another $13 worth, right? So we're in this for two buys. We're in this for $26. We're up $1.63. We're up over 6%, 6.27% right now. And I really think that this looks really good. We don't have any buy or sell orders posted for 270 yet, and that's fine. We're just kind of feeling our way for that. We're just kind of feeling our way through 270, but it certainly looks like it needs to go up, right? See these three peaks? There's a peak here, there's a peak here, and there's a peak here, and they're all even distanced. This looks like it could shoot way up. In fact, we think that this could go up to probably around $15, 15, 16, and maybe on up to even 25, right? Up here when it breaks out. So we're just waiting for it to break out. It may come back down and tap this little peak again over here at around $9.50, $9.60. It may come back down there and hit it again before going up. But all things considered, this looks good. And this may not. This may just break out and go right on up. So we're looking good in 270, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the next one?
Zoom video communications.
Zoom video communications.
And we set a buy order for $18, and we're up 19 cents.
We bought it twice. We did two $9 buys on it. That was 9% of your balance at the time. So we bought it for $9 and we bought it again for $9. And we're up 19 cents. We're up a little over 1% on Zoom. And we think Zoom looks really good. We do have buy and sell orders set on Zoom. Let's take a look at what those are. We have a buy if it hits what?
We have a buy if it hits 62.70 cents.
And we have a sell if it goes where?
If it goes to $92.
Okay. So we have a buy at 62.70 and we have a sell at $92. Let's look here. If we look, we have a buy down here. If it comes down here, it could come up down to this 61.68. See right there? See this little bump right there? And see how it's lower than this point right here where it came down to 62.63? So it could come down to around 61.68. But we set our buy a little higher. We set it at 62.70 because we didn't want to miss it, right? And we're looking good, 62.70. We have a buy. And we think that this can go all the way up over here to around $97. And what we did was we went ahead and we put our sell order just a little below there. So we have a sell order for $92. Now we may cancel out that buy or sell order in the future, but right now that looks good. We just have that on the books kind of as a placeholder for right now. That way, if it does come down real quick, we can pick up more. And if it does go up real quick, we can sell for a profit. But in all actuality, we'll probably end up canceling those buy or sell orders and either buying more or selling it sooner. We'll just have to see where the market takes us. But, we're looking good in Zoom, right? I think we're looking good in Zoom. Zoom certainly looks like it could break out pretty good. I mean, if it goes up to $97 from where it is now, that's about 50%. We would make about 50% on the trade. That's pretty good. What's the next one?
The next one is Virgin Galactic Holdings.
Virgin Galactic. And what do they do?
They just started they started launching people into space.
They're doing space tourism. A lot of people paying a lot of money to go to outer space right now. The prices will probably come down in the future for regular people. But hey, if people are paying a lot of money to go to space, why don't we make money off of their company, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've been tracking this. We were way up on Virgin Galactic, and we still held on to it because we feel like it could make a very, very big move. So if we look, we have $18 in the trade. We bought it twice. We started with $9 and we bought another $9. And we do have a buy order set on it. Where's our buy order set, Gerrick?
A buy order, if it hits $3.55, we're gonna buy $9.
So we're gonna buy another $9 worth, since that's what we started with. We took 9% of our available balance, and at the time, that's what we started, and now we're buying this in $9 increments, right? So if it hits $3.55, we're going to buy another $9 worth. And if we look at where it is now, it's at $3.67. It's not very far away from there. So it might hit that. If it comes down and hits that, we look really good. We look really good for this to come up pretty good, right? We're looking overall for Virgin Galactic to shoot up out of there and probably go to somewhere around $15 ultimately to the bottom of this. See this spike down? So if we go to the bottom of that valley, to the top of that spike down, that's about $15. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking good on Virgin Galactic. We've bought it. We're looking to buy more if it comes down to around $3.55. And this has a lot of room to go up in the future. So that's why we like Virgin Galactic. What's the next one?
Purple Innovation.
Purple Innovation. And what do they do?
They make purple stuff inside the bed stuff, and makes it real nice and comfy and soft and stuff.
Yeah, they make mattresses for beds using this proprietary purple formula. And everybody that's got one of their mattresses has said how absolutely fantastic they are. And they're starting to get a little bit of traction. They were up yesterday 7%. So what we did on purple was we came into the trade for $10.80.
And we're down 83 cents.
Now we've only bought this one time. We bought it with 9% of our available balance at the time, which was $10.80. We're down 83 cents. We're down about 7.5%, 7.69%. Okay. What we have on here is we have a buy order if the price hits what?
If the price hits $2.40.
$2.40. So we're buying another $10.80 worth because that's what our entry point is. That's how much we came into the trade with. If it hits $2.40, and it's at $2.75 right now. So if we look at where $2.40 is, it's all the way down here. See on this year chart? See this little bump right here, right there? It's a little higher than the top of that, okay? We went just a little higher. The top of that is about $2.32. We went to $2.40. And we really feel like this can make a big move in the future. We think for purple to come up here to you know, probably $5, $6 looks good, but it could even come up here to maybe $18, $19, maybe even on up here to around $37. And if it looks really good and they get a lot of traction and they get a lot of people buying a lot more mattresses, which very well could happen with them, we could see this go up and break set a new all-time high. This could break $38 potentially. So we're in this at a really good point, we feel, right now with Purple Innovation. We've bought a position, we've got, we're holding some stock, right? But we're looking to buy more if it comes down to $2.40. And overall, I really like the upside potential that Purple gives us, don't you? That's pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's our last one that we got to look at?
Roblox. But this isn't our last time.
It's not our last one, but this is our last one that we're holding right now.
Yeah, we're gonna get some new stocks.
Yep.
That's what we said.
Let's talk about Roblox briefly. Mm-hmm. So on Roblox,
we have $9 invested and we're up 17 cents.
And we're up 1.89%. Roblox has been kind of strange. It's went in profit for us. It's went below profit, back into profit, back below profit. And it's really just been playing in this range. Real quick, we have a buy order and a sell order on Roblox. We have a buy order if the price hits what?
We have a buy order if it hits $30. Then we have a sell order if it hits $60.
Correct. So let's take a look at Roblox. Not much has changed. That still looks good for Roblox. If Roblox breaks support and it comes all the way down here, we're buying more around $30 right there. You see that? Little bump right there. We're going to buy more there. Mm-hmm. Or if Roblox shoots up there, which it looks like it could, we're going to sell around $60. And if it shoots up there, it could go up to 70, but we want to sell just a little early. So we're looking to sell around $60 if Roblox busts out of there. In all actuality, we'll probably sell right here at the bottom of this spike. See how much that is? Mm-hmm. Around $45. So we're just kind of watching Roblox. If it does break that resistance and it shoots all the way up there, we're covered because we have a sell order to sell our stock. But if it goes up to around $45 and it just kind of gets held up there and it starts going slow, moving slower, we'll probably go ahead and sell there. And we'll make a good profit when we do so. So right now, we have a buy order on Roblox for $30 if it comes down there. And we have a sell order on Roblox if it goes to $60. And we've only bought it just one time. So if you're following along with us, that's where we're at in Roblox. Now there's two other stocks that we have buy orders for. What are those two stocks? What are the other two stocks we have buy orders for?
Oh, we have a buy order for Ford and we have another buy order for WeWork.
Okay, so we have a buy order for Ford and we have a buy order for WeWork. We took 9% of our available balance at the time when we set these orders, and we're looking to buy Ford if the price comes back down to $13.05, and we're looking to buy WeWork if the price hits 11 cents. This is that trade that we're looking to pick up on a crash down, a quick crash. We have a buy order set for it. We may hit it, we may not. That's okay. There's no harm, no foul. We might as well just put our buy order down there. And if it does crash down there, we're going to pick it up and we're probably going to make some really quick money on it, right? So we've got a buy order for Ford if it hits 13.05 and a buy order for WeWorks if it hits 11 cents. And if you want to see more detailed analysis on Ford or WeWork, you can go back and watch our episode from a couple of weeks ago. You can go back and watch episode 9 or 10. Just skip to the part where we talk about Ford or WeWork. and we go through all our analysis on there. But those look good. We've got buy orders set to buy if they come down to those prices. But
we have some stocks that we're talking about, and these stocks are gonna be oil stocks.
They're gonna be oil, right?
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because when the market goes down, oil a lot of times will go up. So when the stock market comes down, a lot of times oil will go up. So we're going to do what's called a hedge. We're going to hedge the money that we have in the stocks that we're holding against oil in case the stocks do come down and our oil goes up. At least we can take profit on our oil while we're waiting to buy more on these other stocks, right? Mm-hmm. And these other stocks, if they break out, great, we're going to take profit on them. And if oil comes down more, we'll just look to buy more oil, right? So we're going to do what's called a hedge. We're going to oil the bear. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to share with you my screen. I saw something really interesting, okay? For you adults that follow along, you're going to find this intriguing too. I was looking just yesterday and I said, holy smokes, something is going on in the oil market. I looked at the charts, sine waves always, just so you guys know. We call our strategy that we use, we call it the power of one. What's the power of one?
It's the power of God.
It's the power of God. And the reason we call it the power of one is because sine waves, whether it's a heart wave, a brain wave, or a trading sine wave, they all behave a certain way. When you're looking at where they can behave, they can always go one of two places. They can always go up and they can always go down, of course. But when you know how to read the sine wave, you know where they're going to go if they go up, and you know where they're going to go if they go down. And now it's just a matter of managing your risk from there. So I looked at oil, and I want to show you guys this because this was just pretty incredible. I looked at oil just yesterday, and I looked at the long time frame chart. A lot of times when traders are trading, they're trapped in the moment, and they forget to go back and look at the long-term charts. Why? Because the long-term charts are pretty much the golden rule. A sine wave will always hold true to the long-term chart before it does the short-term chart. So I went back and I looked at these on a month chart, and I want to show you what I saw. I looked at the price of oil, and it really got to me. Not really got to me. It really told me that something's going on. Do you see this, Gerrick? Do you see right here where we're hitting kind of this support and this support right in here? We're hitting down in here. If this wants to fly up and really break out, this could break out from the top of this peak to the top of this peak, whatever distance that is. This could go up here to around $200. And if we look at that, we could even break out higher. We could go from the top of this peak to the top of this peak, and whatever distance this is, this could break out even higher yet. I mean, this could probably potentially on oil. I mean, it could go to around $225 a barrel. I was looking at that. There is the potential for oil to make a squeeze and really break out, do what's called create a bubble, right? And you create a bubble when something squeezes up there and shoots up there. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if you look at the oil chart, the potential for this to certainly fly way up there is definitely there. Okay, you see all that upside? Do you see where oil could go, Gerrick, if it flies up there? Gerrick, do you see how this could go much higher? Mm-hmm. You see how it could go all the way up here? Where could it go if it goes down? That's what we have to ask ourselves. And if we look at oil, where it could go if it goes down, it could go right down here and right down in here. Okay, do you see where that is?
Mm-hmm.
So it's at $73 a barrel now. If it wanted to, it could come down to maybe $40 to $45 a barrel. It could come down in this range if it wanted to. Okay. We do see support down there. There is that potential. But if we look at this and what it's doing right now, let's look at what it's doing right now. And let's look at this on a shorter time frame chart. So I'm on a month chart. Every one of these candlesticks represents 1 month worth of data. Okay? Are you with me so far? Every one of these candlesticks represents a month worth of data. Let's look at the week chart. Do you see the week chart?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see how this is starting to break out, this green candlestick? And now that it's breaking out, guess what? It has support right here at the top of this red candlestick. Okay? This certainly looks like it could come back up into this area right here. But even without coming up there, it looks like it could at least come up into this area right here. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So if we look at where this is, this area up here is around $95. It's at 73. Mm-hmm. That would be a pretty good increase on oil. That would be about a, well, $20 divided by 73. Let's just take a look at what that is. That would be an increase of about 30%. But it could also come up to the bottom of this green candlestick. You see this here? So it's at 73 now. If it goes to around 79, okay, that would be an increase of about 10%. So oil looks like it could go up at least 10% from where it is right now. Mm-hmm. I also have noticed that the stocks look like they can come down, a lot of stocks. And I think you're going to see stocks come down a little bit and you're going to see oil go up. That's what I believe just on my analysis. So let's look at this on a shorter time frame chart. Okay. So we're looking at a week chart there. Let's go to a day chart. Every one of these candlesticks represents a day. You see that? Mm-hmm. Do you see how it's just starting to break out here? It's now has support right here at the top of this red one, at the top of this red one down here. It's starting to build support. So this is a really good entry point for oil because the potential for this coming way up, I mean, that potential is there. The potential for this coming up here at least 30% is pretty incredible. And the potential for this coming up at least 10% looks pretty solid. And hey, if we enter in here and it does end up falling, we can always buy more oil down. Guess where? Let's expand this out. We can always buy more oil down here, right? Down around $43 to $40. We can always buy more down here to support our trade. So, you know, if it does end up coming down and we buy more down here, it may take a little longer for us to profit and we may end up making 30%, just for instance, eventually. Or if it does come up like I'm thinking, it looks like we could make 10% on oil fairly quickly with the potential to possibly make 30%. And we even have the potential for it to go up there over 300% from where it is right now. Because if it goes to around $225 a barrel, it's at about $70 a barrel now. So 3 times 70 is 210. That's about 300% from where it is now. That potential is there. So we're looking at this and we're looking how to manage our risk, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think it would be good to put just a little money in oil? You see what I'm saying? Because if the market comes down, we can make that profit, right? And if the market goes up, we can make the profit on the stocks we have. And if oil comes down, we can just buy some more. So what we're doing is we're setting ourselves up to win, right? So let's go ahead and look at two stocks. What two stocks do you think we should look at? Let's go ahead and look at two stocks. What two stocks do you think we should look at?
On U.S. oil?
That's the oil price that we were looking at. What oil stocks do you think we could look at, should look at?
I don't know.
I got two companies for you. These are big companies. And you're going to say, wow, it looks like their charts are way up there. One is Exxon, right? EXXON, okay, Exxon. We're going to look at that. And the other is Chevron. We're going to look at Exxon and we're going to look at Chevron. And we're looking at a day chart, okay? You see the day chart right here? We're looking at this day chart for Exxon. And what do we see? We see that this is coming down and it's hitting this peak right here, okay, on the longer time frame chart. It could hit this peak, it could hit this peak. It could catch support in here at any place, and it could go up even higher, okay? But if we look, it looks like it could come back up at least to right here, right? At least to $113. So if we go to $113 from 103, that's about 10%, right? That's the same 10% we were at least looking for oil to increase.
This one which you're looking at?
And of course, yep, that's the one we're looking at.
The day chart?
We're looking at the day chart. Let me go to the week chart. And if we look at the week chart, do you see how it's hitting this support right here? This could take off. It could go up here to around $140 a share pretty easily, okay? That potential is there. But for it to come up just to $113 a share from where it is right now, certainly looks like it could.
On my iPad, it doesn't look like there's no spots.
It doesn't, because you got to go out here to the year chart. You see right here, there's a spot right down here. You see right there?
Yeah.
So if it doesn't end up going up here, we can always look to buy more on down. Maybe look to buy more here, here, down in here, okay? So we can manage our risk. But what I'm really looking at on oil, if we look at the day chart, what I'm really looking at on oil, actually, let's not look at the day chart. Let's look at the week chart. Look at the week chart, Gerrick. I want to show you something. Do you see these candlesticks right here? You see this red one and green one right here? Look at my screen. See this red one and green one?
Yeah.
See how the green candlestick's taller than the red? And now it could come back down here and hit support and then bounce up even higher. Because this green candlestick right here is taller than the red one, this looks like it could come back up to probably right here around $113 a share. We're probably looking for Exxon to come back up there.
I don't see any U.S. oil.
U.S. oil isn't a stock. It's a commodity. We were looking at oil. They use oil to make gasoline for our cars. And the other one we want to look at is what? Chevron, right? We want to look at Chevron. Let's look at Chevron. So we know it looks like oil has a good chance of going up at least 10%. And now we're going to look at Chevron. This is a day chart. Ooh, look what I see on Chevron. You see the three peaks right here, and right here? You see those three peaks? Yep. You see a peak here. You see a peak here. See how they're all evenly distanced?
Yeah.
If this catches support here, there's a good chance this goes higher. There's a good chance this comes back up in here, okay? it could easily come back up in here to around $170. Maybe $178 a barrel, or not a barrel, but a share for their stock. So this does look like it could squeeze back up here and go up. If we look at where this needs to go, if it goes down, where can you see, Gerrick? Point me out a spot. If it goes down, it could go down to
like right about right here.
Right here. That's a spot. This is a spot. This is a spot. This is a spot. All through here are good buying spots, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if this does come down here, it looks like it could come down to maybe $100. Let's just shrink this. Actually, let's go to a longer term chart. Let's go to a month chart and let's look. Look at that. Ooh, do you see how pretty that looks? See how it's bouncing off this peak right here?
Yeah, it's bouncing off that.
It could bounce off of this peak and it could go even higher yet. It could go all the way up here. It could go the same distance from here to here. This could go up in this area. If it really wanted to break out, it could do that.
Like U-Power went way.
Yeah, but this is probably going to take a little bit longer to play out, but it could go up fast too. If we look at where it could go if it comes down, you see how it's cleared pretty much all the corrections? See how it came back here and it hit the top of this?
Yeah.
See how it came back? It's hit all the corrections, right? It's came back. It's hit this one. It's hit this one. It's hit this one. If it comes back, it could come back here maybe, or it could come all the way down in here. And if it really wanted to fall, it could come down in here.
And
okay?
If it fell down there, we can go up.
We can end up buying more, right?
Yeah.
So we're looking at taking an entry point for something that looks like it has a pretty good reward. Let's go look at a shorter time frame chart. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. See if we can see anything. That really doesn't tell us much.
I can get on the 4
If we look at a day chart, that really doesn't tell us much. There's a spot right here it could come down to at 145. See that right here?
The year chart tells us something.
You see right here?
Mm-hmm.
There's this little red candlestick over here. It could come back down here if it wanted to. It could potentially do that. Or it could break out at any time. It could start going up now.
Go look at the year chart. Go look at the year chart.
The year chart's going to be close to the 1-day chart on there. Or actually, it's going to be close to the probably the 1-month chart. Yep. So you see how the all chart on yours looks close? See how it looks like this one over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that one. See how pretty that looks? Look how it came back down on this chart, and it came all the way back down and touched this peak.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty incredible what it's doing. It could, I mean, there's so many places that this could go if it goes up. See this peak right here?
Mm-hmm.
And you see this peak right here?
Mm-hmm.
It could go to the same distance between those peaks. It could go on up here into around $260. Or it could even go from here, and then all this would be a peak. From here, it could push all the way up there. It could push the distance from this peak to this peak. This is what happens in a bubble. When something shoots way up and it gets squeezed up, it goes way up there to where it's called overbought. When it's overbought, that means the market needs to come down. When the market's oversold, it means the market needs to go up. So the potential for this to squeeze up there even higher is certainly there. This looks like an outstanding entry point right now for Chevron. Whether it goes up or down, we don't really care. Because if it goes down, we're just going to buy more. If it goes up, guess what? We're going to make a really good profit on it, right? So we're going to manage our risk. We're going to manage the ride. And I think we go ahead and we take a spot in Chevron and Exxon. What do you think?
Yeah, we can go ahead and buy those two.
Let's go ahead and buy those two. So I'm going to stop sharing.
And I'm going to share it.
Let's go oil the bear. We're going to go oil the bear. So we're looking at Exxon and we're looking at Chevron. Now, before we started this, I looked to see how much you have in your available balance between what you have in your available balance and what you have on buy orders. You know how much you have? You have 158.20, okay? Plus you have the money in the market as well, your $83, but that's not part of your available balance. So you have 158.20. And what we're going to do is we're going to take 10% of that. So take that times 0.1. Take that times 0.1. That's 10%, 0.1. Remember, you move the decimal over two places. Equals
$15.82.
15.82. Let's call that $16. It's close enough. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is we're going to look to buy $16 worth of both Chevron and Exxon. So let's search here. I'll let you search, Gerrick. Type in Exxon. EX.
2X.
Oh, and right there. Okay.
Exxon, and then we can go in.
You're going to buy.
No, that.
And we're just going to buy it Monday morning when the market opens. It may come down a little, and that's fine. But go ahead and put 16.
16.
Hit next.
Next.
And we're using $16 because that's what 9%. Actually, we're doing 10% with the oil. That's what 10% of his available balance is.
Right there.
Okay, so we set Exxon to buy. And we're also going to buy Chevron. So type in Chevron. Oh. Chevron. Chevron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and hit buy.
Then we're going to buy $16 of it too.
We're going to buy $16 worth of it as well. Hit next.
Schedule. And then
Schedule.
Done.
And hit done.
Then let's go see right there.
And we have them set to buy, right?
Yep, tomorrow.
It looks like it's going to buy on Monday at 154.23 for Chevron. Let's see where Chevron is. 154.23, and it's at 154.22. That's good. And it also looks like on Exxon, it's going to buy it at, it's set to buy it at 103.19, and it looks like the current price is 103.16. So that's good. We're getting it right about where it is right now. Okay. We look good. We're going to buy those on Monday morning. What's really cool, we're putting $32 into those two oil stocks, and we have $83 in our current stocks right now. And then
if we have oil stocks, it's going to go way up.
And then we have over $100 that we have in free money just to buy more if the price comes down of our stocks or of our oil, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're really managing our money, right? We're managing our ride. We're keeping some money back. So we have some bullets if we need to use them.
And then we're going to use these.
And we also got money working for us in the market as well, right?
Yeah, we got some money that's going to be going way up.
You know, you're doing quite well with your account overall. This is episode 12. And it shows he's up 16%. He's actually up a lot more than that. Why? Because he's added money along the way. If we go look at your details, you're actually up around 24%. Around 24% overall. So you've already made in the market, just starting out with $100 and adding $10 a week to it every week. In 12 weeks, you've already made how much?
We've already made $40.95.
You've already made almost $41 in the market. You are compounding your money, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty incredible. I'm so proud of you. I just want to let you know that, these episodes wouldn't be what they are without you. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Because you show people just how easy it is to do. Is it easy to trade? Is it easy to learn? Right? We're learning. What did we learn? When stocks come down, a lot of times what? Oil goes up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when oil goes up, a lot of times stocks come down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when stocks go up, a lot of times oil comes down. It doesn't always play out that way, but there's a lot of moves where it does. And so we're really looking to capitalize off of oiling the bear, right?
Mm-hmm.
We took some wins this past week. We have some buy orders and sell orders situated on our current holdings. We're looking really good on them. And we just went and decided to buy some oil. So with that, Gerrick, I think that is pretty much a wrap. What do you think?
It is.
It is? Because
Mm-hmm.
you gave me some big yawns in there at the end. What are you most excited about now that we just made that move? What are you most excited about?
That oil's gonna be going up and we're gonna get lots of money.
That oil may be going up and we get lots of money from our oil stocks. I hear you. You know what though? Those oil stocks that we bought, they pay a dividend. Do you know what a dividend is? A dividend is where they share their profits with their shareholders. So while we're holding their stocks,
they're both sharing.
We get to earn a dividend on them as well. And that's what I like as well, right?
It's like a reward from them.
It's like a reward for holding them. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, we want to remind you again, if you want to follow the moves that we make during the week, join our Facebook group. It's called Trading with G. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a Facebook account, get your parents to join it. There is a link in the description of this video. We also want to encourage you to do what? Like this video and subscribe to the one and only Infurio channel, where we look at the markets in an entirely different way, where we look at them in an entirely different perspective, and you get to see the market through our eyes, right? Mm-hmm. Well, this is Dwayne
and Gerrick
reminding you, manage the ride
and you will master the tide.
You'll master the tide. Manage that ride. Manage whether, it doesn't matter if it goes up or down. Prepare for both. So in the end, you can master the tide and you can win in the end. Until next week, see you now.
Bye.
Bye.